So this is how it originated. Early last year in 2019, I wanted to move to the United States. I was working on my visa. So while I was doing that, I reached out to a bunch of content creators and I wanted to make like a content creating house so we all move in together. Most people agreed that LA was gonna be the destination. So first I hit up Davis, we talked about it, boom. And then I was like, all right, so who else would be like great content creators to put in this group? We reached out to Duke and he was kind of like iffy, but he was like interested by the idea. And then we reached out to Phantom, and me, Davis and Phantom talk all the time. So it was like, let's do it. And Phantom was really excited about it. Yeah. But then there was a whole bunch of other people involved that we talked to, maybe like 7-8 content creators. And we're going to get like this big ass house in LA.
You're not going to bring their names up?
Peter was one of the people. We briefly talked to Cheeseaholic about it. And there had to have been one or two. Mike Rezembo was one of the people we talked to. And so we talked to all these people just to see, like, gauge interest. Like, yo, would you be down for something like this? Most people were really interested. Long story short, the LA plans fell through. A couple people pulled away, and then a couple other people were like, they had doubt. They're like, I don't know, because it's commitment to move into a house full of people and start a big thing.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of work. And so they pulled out, and then everyone kind of just pulled out in fear, and then LA flopped, right? And so me and Waleed are still thinking about moving to the United States. So we're like, okay, we need a plan. In my mind, I'm down to do anything. If Waleed was like, let's go to Seattle, Utah, LA, Houston, I was down for fucking whatever. But obviously Waleed wanted to go to a place where there was going to be more people that he knew. He knew a ton of people in Atlanta. I know he knows a lot of people in Dallas, Washington, D.C. So we had like options where I would be happy and he would be happy. And so that's when I reached out to you. And keep in mind, at this time, A&P fell apart, right? So I reached out to you and I'm like, yo, let's get a house. And then obviously we talked about it on the pod before, you abandoned the house that you were going to get. And then we searched for a very long time, a strenuous few months.
Very, very long. Who
You did. And I didn't realize how much you were doing until I came here. And I was like, you did that?
Yes.
So yeah, I rate you for that. Bear ratings your way. Bear ratings. And so while we were looking for a house, Phantom actually started A&P himself. So he called us all first and he's like, yo, because he was the one who originally came up with the name. He's like, yo, I'm going to run with this A&P thing. Any means possible. So that's something he started doing on his channel. And so a few months went by. Now we were like late 2019. And is that a moth?
Yep.
That's very unfortunate because that's going to be annoying. Can I swat it?
And they got the Roni.
Where was I? Fuck.
So we moved into Atlanta, but then Phantom hit you up with
Phantom was running with A&P, and we're like, man, I didn't want him to do it just in case we wanted to use it later, but I was like, fuck it. I actually told him not to do it. He did it anyway. So then we eventually got our house, and then we lived close to Davis, and me and Davis were doing videos together a lot. So we're like, bro, on this YouTube thing, it's like real fickle, you know what I mean? Like things can come and go. So in my mind, I'm trying to think like, how can we create lifetime wealth? And in my mind, I'm thinking like, think about FaZe Temper, FaZe Rain. Even if they own like 10 to 15% of FaZe Clan, that's worth millions, probably tens of millions of dollars each. So in the event that they end up selling, that's some lifelong wealth. So it's better to own the thing than to just be a part of something. And I've gotten offers from plenty of esports teams. In fact, through 2018 and part of 2019, I was with Luminosity Gaming as a content creator. But it's like, I fuck with Steve and what they got going on in Luminosity, but I just wanted to build my own thing. So eventually I ended up leaving. Anyway, so late 2019, me and Davis are talking about it seriously. We reach out to Phantom, get him on board. And then we're like, okay, we kind of need like a fourth member to even this, like just to round it out. And then Duke, I was actually surprised that he was 100% down with it. So then, all right, boom, we got this core. How do we make it happen? And we went through like a very long process with like, we got like 2,000 requests for designs and we chose the one we wanted the most. And then we got that refined by like 2 other designers. And then we started to shoot videos so we can get ahead, because weekly videos, when Phantom lives in New York, Duke lives a few hours away in either North or South Carolina.
South Carolina.
And so that's tough, right? So we ideally have to meet once a month, record 4 videos for that month, and then leave, and then the editor is going to take care of that. It took a while to find an editor that we loved, and we ended up finding Chris, who's on some GOAT shit. Like when you guys see the A&P videos, you're going to be like, the editing cannot get better. And it's not one of those videos that's over edited. It's just put together so perfectly, and the memes is killer. And he did. If you could think of the best way to put together some content, he somehow outdid that. Yeah, he outdid my expectations.
He's the editor.
Yeah, the editor. Well, he's about to barge in and fuck you up. So
imagine Waleed call me right now. It's like, yo.
Yeah, so we were working with a couple editors, and one of the editors, when we all saw his video back, we all kind of looked at each other on some like, oh, this might not be it. You know what I mean? Like the video didn't really come together the way we wanted. Like,
wait, which one was this?
It was a briefcase video.
Oh, okay.
So none of us liked it. And so meanwhile, while that editor was doing that, Chris was editing another video, and Chris finished that video, and we all saw it, and we were like, okay, boom, we know how to. This is us. This is it. Yeah. And so we met up for the second month and recorded 3 more videos that month. We fucked up with the 4th one, and we kind of just hashed out like all the difficulties with. It's difficult to execute videos, especially the type of videos we're trying to do. Yeah. Like a boxing video, it's harder than you think to get access to a boxing gym without insurance. Like very, very hard. And so like we just started to make things happen. We came out with a bunch of ideas. This is our launch plan. This is what the branding is gonna look like. Boom, 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 boom. And then we just came out with it. But we've been like, we knew it existed in like October, November 2019. We started recording videos early January 2020. And we didn't come out with it till like what, March? And so we're gonna drop our first video in like a week. And what's it at now? In like almost a day and a half. It's at like 40,000 plus subscribers. So it's like, so far everything is going well. And we're hoping to like build it into this really big thing.